All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of our Sunday revision market overviews. Okay. Now, last week we had FOMCs. It was the very last time we heard good afternoon from Jerome Powell. Hey, we move on. Now, I've seen a lot of different things online about how when a new Fed chair leaves and a new one comes, usually the market tanks. We're gonna see and we're gonna look out for these type of behaviors, but this is not an edge. Like sometimes you hear certain market happenings do occur, that's not for you to really trade it. Sometimes it's for you to speculate and see what happens. And you trade your edge. You don't just go and run with whatever speculation you think is about to happen. That's not how it works. We need confirmation on the charts. Now, before we do continue and talk about that, let's talk about how FOMC last week played out. Last Sunday, we said that, hey, this we said last week that the market was going to be a bit choppy in the beginning of the week and better price action would happen after FOMC. And sure enough, if anybody did trade, which I know you all did, you did come up into some turbulence. You did feel the turbulence, and we've been seeing choppy markets since the week before that. So this was a very valuable lesson, and honestly, this year itself has been teaching this. Like we don't force things that we can tell is just not in our favor. We've found out the hard way that it just doesn't work. We found out for sure the confirmation that that February's and Marches sometimes if we do see the market dipping at a 20% correction and such, 15% correction when it comes to February and March, we are most likely going to see a bullish April. Now, this is a very important thing for me because, sometimes we start out as traders in the beginning of the year very excited for markets. Last year in 2025, we were very excited for Q1. And we thought because we had a new guy in charge, we knew he had like business backgrounds. We didn't realize that a lot of his businesses fail. So if he's running this country right now as his businesses, then we were not surprised how his antics is playing out. But the most important thing is like this is a reminder in the beginning of Q1, it is very important to not go too hard and expect a potential February to be bearish. Now, starting out this year, we were bullish, but the second week of February gave us a failure swing. And then the next week after that, we saw price uh, pretty much buy, but it was just buy side liquidity sweeps and breaking retests. And we had a very, very deep correction all the way back down to like September lows, October lows and things like that. So, um, I wanted to say a lot of the things that we're soaking in this year is to be even better traders long term. Well, now we know Q1 typically is a correction quarter, right? But we know like the buy opportunities for swings and such will probably come in the first or second week of April. So, okay, boom, we know that for sure now. We know February's, even if the first week starts out bullish, we got to watch out because chances are at some point in February, you might start seeing buy side liquidity sweeps or break-in retests or retests of the previous highs to bring it back down. So that's already something I'm keeping in the back of my mind forever. Um, and swings usually last until like the third week of the February or third week of the March price action that will allow us to, maintain better swing positions and not expose ourselves too much. Second thing is this. I knew that FOMC, the days leading to FOMC would be a bit choppy because we've seen this before. And it's another reminder that once we know that this is a potential for the week, what we do as playing defense is we limit our attempts. I significantly limited my attempts last week, And I was not that it didn't bother me at all, right? Because I'm like, I'm looking at this price action. I'm like, yep, I knew it. It ain't gonna catch me dead or alive in that joint. I'm gonna stay out. And sure enough, it helped because I wasn't missing out on nothing, especially as price came down to demand, and then we finally saw price buy, and yeah, it was clean, right? But this is a reminder that most times when I have seen that the market's outcome for FOMC comes out to be that the rates remain unchanged, unless they continue buying, they typically retrace back at demand to buy. Okay. So rates remain unchanged means, okay, nothing's changed. We're keeping it as it is. So the market doesn't feel like that's a slap in the face. It feels like, you know what, let's bring price a little bit closer back into demand to buy at discount. Okay. So this is why we noticed that the market did come down, but it didn't sell all the way. Right now, we're starting into a new week. Price action is still uh, not as clear, but we could tell once we bought towards the end of the week, we took out these previous highs. We might be coming back into demand from Friday or Thursday low. We'll give price time to figure it out, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Now, in hindsight, this looks clean, but I will say to you guys, you don't get confirmation whether price will be heading down to demand to respect it unless you get a 5 minute or 15-minute change of character, break and retest. That pretty much confirms your bias. Many times I've told you guys what I think price is going to do, and sometimes I miss it because the confirmation happened in London. But I also need y'all to know how to confirm that price is going with the bias that you have. You guys ever looked at price action? You're like, yeah, I can tell this is going to be bearish, but I can also tell it's not going to be bearish for long. Anybody ever felt that way about some price action? You looking at price reaching supply and you taking sales and you like, yeah, this looks bearish, but it doesn't, I don't trust that it's going to be bearish for long. Anybody ever felt that way when looking at the charts? I need feedback.
I know I do.
Yeah. And truth be told, you're not the only one, bro. Many times this has happened. The follow-up needed to just be this. Once we notice price did touch supply zones and it's selling, but it stopped, we got to look at the H1 to confirm that at any point when it does find a demand zone, it probably will buy from there. But of course, it's going to come in the form of some sell side liquidity, break and retest, sell side liquidity, break and retest on a 1 hour, or a break of structure. Like you'll see price change character, and then we'll confirm and say, aha, I knew it. There was a reason why every time we looked at the market, we said, something seems off here. It doesn't seem like it's completely bearish. You end up getting the confirmation once price does sell and finds 1 hour demand or 4 hour demand to respect, followed by a sweep or a retest and a break and retest towards the opposite end. You know, these type of things help for you to really confirm what you're looking for as far as structure. So that way you don't hold out on a position too long. Also, for you to look forward to a better setup, especially if you're a bit hesitant. You're like, I don't know, man. Like, price does seem like it wants to sell off, but I'll wait until the 1 hour time frame confirms the demand zone to confirm to me the suspicion and the sentiment that I may be having. A lot of times we're right, but we have to refine how we pretty much confirm the bias. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yep.
Hmm. Now, what sucks sometimes is like the confirmation, the last piece of it ends up being confirmed in London. And now that's the part that we all have to, figure out. Most of y'all who do live overseas, y'all got a big advantage when price action does confirm the last piece. And that's when price comes down to 1 hour time frame. And you drop down into a 1 hour, I'm sorry, a 15-minute or 5-minute time frame looking for a change of character, or as Antoine likes for me to call it, the change in state of delivery. All right. Whatever. As long as we can catch it, right? That's what matters. So in this case here with GBP USD, um, beautiful breaking retest, change of state of delivery, blah, 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 blah. But one thing I do love about GU, y'all know I love GU, is the fact that the break and retest, once you identify it, man, the stop loss till this day is very tight. Nothing wild um to be having to deal with. Beautiful, beautiful turnout. This was beautiful. This was sexy. This was sexy. All right. So all this had happened last week. Um, gold was not too bad. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed though. Gold is really choppy on Wednesdays, and I have no desire to trade gold on Wednesdays. I much prefer that Thursday retests Wednesday lows, or Friday retests Thursdays. Price tends to buy on Fridays and just takes out previous day highs, which tends to give out a beautiful opportunity and a counter trade opportunity as well. I was literally about to call this trade and I got busy. I was so mad because let me see if I still have it uh in the signals page, because I'm like, yo, I was about to damn. I think on my phone, I literally was like last trade of the month. And then I got busy. I was like, fuck. By the time I looked at the market again, gold was going crazy. I was like, oh well. Now, who caught gold buys on Friday? What was y'all last trade on Friday?
Not me, I missed it.
Okay. How was your trading week though, Gloria?
Less than 100.
You said what?
So less than 100.
Okay, so you talking about you made less than 100, or are you saying like
Yeah, I
from a
made
dip?
less than 100, probably like 70.
$70 on your live account?
Uh, I made 45 on my live and then on my funded account, the other part. I just
Oh,
made $14 on my funded account just now. I
that's
took a set,
beautiful.
I took a sale on gold.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Good stuff.
Told y'all I'm a slow poke. I'm a slow
Hey,
poke.
that's the best thing, man. As long as you staying in the game, that's all that matters. Somebody said you ain't even smell the gas when you pump now. Crazy.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
so
Yeah, I know. I just put gas. I didn't smell it
I'm,
either. Now that you
I'm
said it, I just feel
Hey,
what?
Hans, you know what I do when I pump gas now? I
What?
just I just tap the card, put the gas in my card, and
And
I
you
just
don't
don't
look?
even look at the price.
Yeah.
I just turn around really quick
Just turn
and
around,
leave.
bro. Do what you gotta do. Have your way with my card. Like, come on. Appreciate it, bro. I be forgetting stuff that it's looking like. I thought I sent that joint, but I guess not. Oh Lord. Thank you, fam.
No problem. I saw 7 people. I'm like, what the hell's going on? He didn't drop the link.
Yep. At least you know the metrics. I was like, something looks off, but hey, hey,
I know I was gonna ask you too. I said, where the ladies at?
yeah, it's true. They'll be showing up any second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got Lee Daly in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? We got Brother Toxic Trades in the house. Good. I'm mad, Toxic, you missed out on this buy, bro. But we gonna break it down. Number one, gold was a bit annoying last month, so I understand how everybody's kind of like being cautious with gold. But on a Friday, when the market comes and retests Thursday's lows, bro, please, for the love of God, put in something behind that trade, please. Just make sure you exit um, once price reaches the previous day's highs. They love to pump and reach Thursday's highs and then like give a counter trade or retracement. And that's what's tricky about gold. You have to make sure, yeah, you have to make sure that you exit correctly. Exit correctly, you know? Um, prime example, Friday, the 24th of April, beautiful breaking retest. Now, and that's why, like, if you feel like you just casually missing out on trades or just skipping Wednesdays, that's fine. Trust me. Even sometimes you're looking at Thursdays, and Thursdays might be choppy, but what happens on Friday is the end of the week reversal sometimes. And once you start to get this breaking retest, you know what to do. You know what to do. Even pre-market, be given a very nice break and retest. And the advantage is price will retest previous day lows, and it'll give you a confirmation that price is just going to retest the previous day low, which is a lot more cleaner than guessing what the heck price is going to do next. And as you guys can see, Friday the 24th as well, price bought, beautiful buys, but as soon as you get in that buy after price takes out, previous day highs, then you're in some trouble. You're in some trouble. And what you really want to consider is the counter trade. Sell back within range, with even Sunday sometimes continues it back down within range. All right, so y'all got to really be mindful of that. Like, I'm not even going to be forcing Wednesdays, and sometimes not even, if I don't see no setups on Thursdays, it's cool. Like, I see Fridays, what they doing and how they do it, that helps with my edge because this whole year and since January, like price action has not always been the cleanest, but that's not an excuse. We can always adapt and we can always find the conditions that make the most sense. All right. Look at this again. Friday, April 17th. Huge buy, started by 645, breaking retest, boom, price takes off. But once they do that, they clean out the weekly high, the high of the week, previous day highs, blah, 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 blah. Reversal back inside the range. Okay, so all of these things sometimes is worth taking a look at. Even if it's in hindsight, it does help. It helps a lot. I'm not looking for Friday and I can't find it. Thursday, April 2nd. What the heck? Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, so I did see the conversation being had in our community Discord that gold will be bearish. I wouldn't be surprised if we are because that's how it seems like we've been starting uh, the weeks anyway. Now, on the 4 hour time frame, we are still doing lower lows and lower highs. So by mid Asia, I definitely want to take a trade to the downside. Last week we said that we were anticipating price to touch 4,500, and it did. It started off retesting the highs of the previous week, followed by a beautiful breaking retest Monday afternoon, and then they continued it in Asia. And then we also had a lower high again, and then we pushed it to the downside the following week. By Tuesday, we ended up selling towards 45.50, and they respected that demand quite well, but we still are seeing price making it to these areas of supply zone and just having a hard time breaking it. So yeah, we could see price further into the 40. Let me see. Let me put this thing here. Yeah, the 4,400s definitely looks like a target that price will be reaching. So yeah, we still doing lower highs and because of all this stuff going on with Iran, I had thought that the predictions that they were making in 2025 by end of 2025 that gold will be worth 6,000 by spring. Yeah, I kept that in the back of my mind, which kind of made me not want to be too bullish. I mean, too bearish. But every time price would touch these areas of supply, they would just buy side liquidity, um, the supply zone, and then start selling. So until further notice, we're still bearish. Um, and that's just what it is right now. It's looking like my laptop is a bit slow. Might be needing to restart that joint real soon. But as far as US 30 as well, I think we're going to be heading back into uh we're probably going to retest 49,000 one more time. And then we'll see how price behaves throughout the week. Let me check real quick. I think this week is starting out with some holidays, right? Okay. Let me see. Some GBP bank holiday. Okay. And then JPY. Okay. Yeah, we don't really have a holiday tomorrow, but okay. This is NFP week. We'll be looking out for opportunities uh, on Monday to see what the market is giving us. Okay, but I could tell if price can't break past last week's highs by mid-Asia, midnight, we will have ourselves a sell opportunity to the downside. On gold. A lot of the price action we're looking already seems like they want to head back into this range, even with GBP USD. So we'll follow up and see how things play out. I'm not sure if there's anybody who trades oil, but price is still uncertain about where it wants to go, if it's going to retest these 90, 91 ranges. But that's all really dependent upon whatever Strait of Hormuz positive or negative news that comes out of Trump's mouth and whatever negotiation they end up having. Okay, the girls are here. What's up, Quells? What's up, Christine?
Hey, Hans, I'm driving to Texas, so
You
I had
driving?
time to jump on.
Hey, safe drive, safe drive.
Thank you. How have you been?
We're good. We're okay. We're okay. I hope you've
That's
been good as
good.
well.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Is class still going on?
Um, I think we had the last class last week.
Okay.
I gotta check because I saw an email come through for this Sunday. We usually have class on Sunday, but I didn't look at it because I was driving. So, but I gotta talk to Josh because I need more. I just need more education. I need more, you know. So, but I've been trying to call him. I haven't been able to get in touch with him.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
But yeah,
All righty then. It's good to have you here.
glad to be here.
Awesome. I like that. Okay, so guys, yeah, let's give it a little recap, right? We had FOMC, rates remained unchanged. And so because of that, typically when rates do remain unchanged, we end up getting price to retest um the demand instead, right? We retest the demand. We notice that it makes no sense to even force trading FOMC, especially if the next day ends up just retesting Wednesday. That's another reason why I'm like, yo, y'all don't have to trade FOMC if on the next day price literally retests the lows of FOMC, which confirms price action a lot better. And when we have rates unchanged, typically we notice that market sells to demand for better discounted buying opportunity. Okay. So Thursday, Friday, Thursdays or Fridays are better trade days after FOMC Wednesdays because price comes back to retest those zones and confirm them. All right. And we have countless examples on why that makes a lot more sense to just trade the next day instead. All right. So if you're tired of breaking your rules, tired of blowing accounts, tired of not passing your challenges because you were a little iffy about FOMC, trade the next day, especially if price comes to retest the previous day's low. Sometimes, though, they come and retest and confirm that demand zone instead in London. So sometimes, we have to make extra sacrifices to wake up. But if in New York price comes to retest Thursday's London and FOMC's low, then that's your trade to buy. Okay? That's a way better, less risky opportunity. And again, FOMC Monday, Tuesday sometimes can be really choppy. Wednesday morning FOMC price action be all right. So if y'all trade that too, it's not a problem as long as you know what you see making sense, right? But as we could tell with US 30 as well, price did come down to retest demand. And then the confirmation was clear, the 5-minute break and retest. 5-minute break and retest, it just happened in London, which was just the difficult part. But if it happened in London, your best bet is when price retraces, then you can catch a buy opportunity since the demand just got confirmed. Right. So this is all good opportunity for the road ahead, confirmations for the road ahead. So we have a solid plan for the next day or later on in the night of FOMC. Friday was a bit tricky. I'm sure some of you guys either got clapped or you stayed out. This was weird price action. Obviously, it was a short squeeze. It was like a continuation trade, but it was short-lived. I didn't trade I didn't trade US 30 on Friday. I didn't trade US 30 on Friday. What about you guys?
Yeah, yesterday was a little bit tricky, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I trade good though. I didn't trade US 30.
Yeah. It was a much better price action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did US 30 and Nas.
Mm-hmm.
You caught the buy, right?
The gold buy, no, I missed it
Yeah.
because I was doing chores around the house and stuff. But
Okay.
I saw it coming and
Mhm.
I actually went to write, hey, last trade of the month on the signal page. And then, man, I think I just got up, changed the garbage, went downstairs, started
It was
breakfast.
fast though.
Yeah, next thing I know, that thing ran. I'm like, ah, shit. Okay, well, yeah. But it's important to know that Friday setups for gold are much better than Wednesdays. That I
Mm.
put stamp on. And price will usually just buy towards the previous day high, clears the highs, and you need to exit once it does that. Once it goes and retests and takes out Thursday price action. And normally, too, you might even catch yourself a nice counter trade sell opportunity.
Yeah, true.
And yeah,
These days I'm more interested in gold than US 30.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Kindly check the transaction site. This is why I don't like some broke. Yeah, so we're starting the week. I did see the conversation going on in Discord uh, about an hour before I dropped the link. We definitely look very bearish, and since we're retesting those highs, there's very much an opportunity coming where once price does try and buy and fail to break above Friday's highs, we would gladly take sells. Gladly. Yeah, so that's the move for the week. If you can't see a good setup on Wednesdays, don't force it, guys. Okay. It ain't even
True.
worth it. Ain't even worth it. Fridays be great setups.
Save
They
your
might.
money.
Yeah, I mean the way I've been seeing it, Sundays/Mondays, nice trades. Tuesdays, might be all right.
Mm.
Wednesdays, forget about it. And then Fridays, like that's what I've been noticing.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So let's go ahead and drop down to the M5, see if there's a trade opportunity. I don't think price is ready yet, um, but at the retest, we know what we're looking for. What we're looking for, sells.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Is everybody else's trading view a bit slow, or is it just mine?
Yeah, I think it's yours.
Ish. I hate when that answer comes out and it's really just you. Stop, man. Please be everybody.
Hey, at least you don't have to execute through trading view.
Oh yeah, damn. That's another thing. Oh man. Oh gosh. Okay.
I think,
Yeah, you were saying, bro?
yeah, I want to say, I think most of us right here, you are trading futures, right?
Yeah, most people here are trading futures now.
Yeah. Then I'm struggling with the rules on futures, man. That's why I don't really get into it for a while now. But I think the payout is good on the one face challenge. But
Yeah.
the trailing stop, I don't really like trailing stop. I don't know. Try to get used to that.
Yeah, let me know about what the trailing stop. Like, I've heard about it, but what is it that you guys don't like about it?
Yeah, the thing is that if you make some setting, percent, for example, if they tell you have 2,000 to lose and you already make 2,000 and it stopped there, like you have 50K, if you make 2,000, you are not allowed to go down. You get it?
Yeah.
So when you lose that 50K, you lose the account. When you lose the 2K, I mean, when you lose the 2K, you lose the account already. You get it? So,
Okay, I remember what trailing drawdowns are right now.
yeah,
Yeah, like if you made 4,000 and then somehow you even you even get drawdown of 2,000 and that's like
that's it.
the the max loss for the day, you still lose that whole day.
Yeah. It
Yeah, it's
happens
like
to me on Top Step,
That's trash.
that is very trash, yo. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Because you're in the trade. It's not like you took a loss. Like
No.
it's just a retracement and you still get penalized for it. I think that's whack because now you're making the trader only have to look for sniper entry trades that have no retracements. And how the hell should I do?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm not in control of this market. Like the fuck?
I got fucked on Top Step with that rules, bro. I was in
Yeah.
profit.
I think it's called relative drawdown, Brody, not static.
Yeah. Yeah.
Relative drawdown. I trade NQ as of lately in GC, and you're absolutely right. I've noticed that too. Yeah. Uh yeah, Wednesdays are trash, man. It's like Sunday, Mondays better. Tuesdays, don't go too hard. Wednesdays, one attempt, it didn't work out. Shit. Don't even
Friday
work.
go
Don't even
hard.
think. Yeah, Friday's the day. Friday's the day. Forget everything you've heard about. Oh yeah, Fridays are not good trading days. No,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
depends on
That's what I
what
want
you're
to talk
looking
about.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for, bro.
That
Like,
stuff I've been going on for a long time. Like they'll say Monday, Friday, forget about it. It's not a trading day.
right.
You
I've been eating good all Fridays for a long time. It's just that you got to know where to exit and why. Because sometimes price
True,
is
true.
legit just buying towards the previous day high, and once it gets there, target reached.
Sure, 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 sure.
And then you just get a break and retest, and you take the counter, or you're done for the day. So, yeah, we'll be waiting to see what price action has to give. But yeah, it's already looking like we're gonna see sales.
Yeah. I
And
wanted the price to go back up.
yeah, I bet, bro. But we don't have that luxury right now, so we're just gonna trade what we see.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, so that's about it for me. Yeah, I think prices definitely for US 30 is gonna be making a higher low before any buying happens.
Before
'Cause
you click
yeah,
on that lower low, yeah.
right. Well, not another lower low just yet, but this is the range we're trading between 48.5 and 50,000. So whenever price does find this demand zone again, I'm most likely looking for buys, if anything else.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll see though. But that's it for me. I don't trade silver, but here's the deal, right? If silver retests this low one more time, I think we're probably gonna see buys from here. And that's probably the same thing with gold, right? But we're not sure just yet. We're not sure just yet. So we gotta wait. Wait on confirmation. This could this could literally just be price action selling back into this area of demand or this every area of demand to start buying. Who knows? That's why we need
Yeah,
confirmation. And even if we see sells, we know that the last resort is when price respects the 1 hour low, and then we can tell what happens from here. You know,
true.
whenever price action doesn't look too quite bearish, that just means price is going to find its way towards a demand zone. And then we get the confirmation when price gives us the 5 minute break and retest, or price sweeps uh, Asia during London session. And then, or we get the variation where price in New York comes back to sweep or retest London lows. And then we know we have our confirmation for buys. All right. So those are the things I wanted to really emphasize. Does everybody have their plan set out for the week?
Yep.
Okay. How's everybody doing on the funded side?
Not doing good.
Okay. What would be one thing that you feel like you can do better going into this month, guys?
You know, me, I'm struggling with patience, bro.
Okay. What does that mean for you?
For example, like I'm waiting for like three confirmation. Like when I got two, I just jump into the trade. Like at the end of the day, I got smoked.
Okay. And that's with
Yeah,
gold?
yeah, with gold and US 30.
Okay. What did you used to wait on before? Because you were doing pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I used to wait for when break and retest. When price break, and I wanted it to get to some extent. Most of the time, I wait for Fibonacci retracement 50.0.50 on the 618 area before I jump into it. But when I see price trying to get there, it's not getting there. I just place a trade, and at the end of the day, we even blow past that area and before going to my direction.
Okay. What days is this happening to you the most?
Uh, on Tuesday, Thursday. Previous times that it has happened to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday also. Wednesday.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
exactly what I was saying, you might want to just scratch those days, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, because like you're looking for a certain confirmation, and that happened to me last month a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, what the heck? And price will just keep playing back and forth, playing ping pong,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Thank
candle is
you.
just like, yeah, you sit here 90 minutes into the trade and you now taking more than one attempt because you're like, ah, great, now it's playing out into what I wanted, and then it messes up again, and it's just like annoying.
Yeah, I experienced that a lot, like 2 months ago or something.
Yeah, even 2 weeks ago, like
So
you
yeah,
just don't.
I
Yeah,
will be
bro.
in profit the next minute. I will just your profit will disappear.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. A lot of traders were complaining about that, and the reality is when you see others show up online and they're having a great April, you're like, yo, well, shit, I guess I'm the trader that's
Yeah, I don't what am I doing wrong? Like it's like this shit is not working for me anymore.
anymore. Yeah.
I was having those thoughts running through my head and all that. Like, this is what I used to do. Like, what's going on right now, you know?
It's even worse when I'm a trader who's been trading for all this time and I teach you guys, and then
Yes.
I'm making the same mistakes I thought I was way past. And I'm like, damn, what's
Uh,
going on? I had
You
to
know,
do
when I hear you complain, then I I was like, okay, I'm not alone. Like, I'm not alone.
It's always good when you have misery with a companion, you know?
Yeah. You
Just the
feel
market.
good. You feel
It's
better.
bad.
Like you say, yeah, I'm not alone. Okay.
Yeah. But it has been the market, Twan. It has been. At the same time, we know that a lot of traders, some of them are better scalpers.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, like I've seen some traders who are catching beautiful sell opportunities, but you can tell. Here's what I had to really make peace with. One,
Yeah.
when you're winning, know that somebody else might be losing.
True.
So now you're paying attention with everybody who's winning because right now you're not winning.
Yeah.
I had to come to terms with that. Like, boy, when you was making 20K days, niggas was taking losses that they didn't even show up on Instagram to talk about. So it's okay. You just sit on the sidelines. Know that this won't last long. I've never been in
Yeah.
a long losing streak, so this is unfamiliar territory for me as well. And I was like, damn, I never thought I'd be the trader that's going through like a long losing streak.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, fuck this stinks. I'm like, damn, is my time over?
Yeah.
And then
Is
you
this
got
I
that
what
was losing.
person saying, "Hey, how's today going?" I hate that. How's
I
Shit
today
was
might
going?
be
losing like
this shit
crazy.
might be a
My
trigger
funded
warning.
account are down.
Be careful how you ask traders on what day you ask traders how's trading going. You might be pissing somebody off. Like, bro, like I told y'all last week, man, I got clapped. And then James texts me, yo, bro, uh, marketing meeting at 2 p.m., bro. If you're down to jump on, yeah, sure. Then this hot flame motherfucker comes on this meeting, Tyler G. Yo, hey, what's going on? And this other guy, yo, my name is blah blah blah. Yeah, what's your name again? I'm like, Hans. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, how's trading been going for you? And you can tell a motherfucker who's in there like winning streak. They want to be the first, eager to ask you how's trading
I
going.
was really going.
You're not trying to hear all that, man.
Because they know they finna like when it's their turn for you to ask them, yeah, man, yeah, I just had a 10K day, like last week, bro. It's just $4,000. Okay, fam, that's good, bro. That's good. Like that shit got so bad for me. I had to
Yeah.
go look at how I used to run it. I'm like, damn.
Mm.
It's been reported he might be interested in doing today.
I'm like, this was you, huh?
Zoe
This
Financial.
You
was
know me,
you.
I did the same thing like this. Like I go back to my previous result. Like I was looking at stuff like, boy, what you ain't doing good. Like
Like,
what's going on?
Like, bro, this was you, fam. Like, don't think for a second you not him. Okay, you just going through a little rough patch right now. Like, this was actually you. This was a live account, my nigga. Like, you him. Make no mistake, you're him. I had to,
Oh
fam.
boy.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
Even right now, I'm in the mood of recovery. My both prop firm account are down, bro.
I
Yeah, I
think
bet.
everybody's in the mode of recovering now after the last 2 weeks.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. That's a fact. April definitely that month, and now we're in May, and I will tell you why it was not too much of a successful Q1 for me.
Mm.
I got adjusted to bullish markets. So
Mm.
when the market's buying after a long week of just selling and retesting the lows of the week, Monday's low, Tuesday low, I'm like, all right, we're ready to finally buy, huh? They buy, I stay in ready for swings or like, some more trades. Some might call it greed. I'm like, yo, I know the setup. I know the setup. This setup usually lasts 4 hours.
Mm.
And the fuck no. Market goes up here, swipes the previous day high really quickly. And you're like, okay, 930s is gonna come in, give a little retracement, and we're gonna have continuations. That shit doesn't continue. It comes back for you. In your positions, fuck your stop loss, fuck your
It took everything
your
out.
stop profit. Like,
50%
yeah,
goes.
you was up a band, 2, 3 bands. Now you looked at 640 and you're like, no, no, it's just a retracement for the
Oh boy.
continuation. Shit turns into $3, and sometimes it you get that email that tells you thanks for playing, Bob. Good game. We regretfully
Oh
announce
boy.
that you just blew through your fucking account. Mind you, you
Yeah.
skipped a day. You said, you know what? I'm gonna come here with a positive mind.
Mm.
We're gonna finish the week, right? Everybody starts posting on Friday. The anxiety. Everybody
Yeah.
posting that they won, and you're like, "Fuck, bro, I don't even belong here." Let me see my way out.
Oh boy.
And that just fucks up your whole weekend, your whole mood.
Yeah,
Whole
that's true.
weekend, bro. Let somebody ask you to go out on a date. Oh, so I'm the pocket, huh? I'm the purse. Everybody want my money. It's like, damn, relax. You good? No, I'm not good, man. I don't even know how to explain that shit to non-traders.
You know,
Yeah,
because of all those things, I started making a lot of mistake, trying to
yeah,
get my money back, doing all those things like, yeah, man.
You
yeah.
know what got me two
When I
weeks
got
ago?
bills to pay, that thing pressure you a lot, like,
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
Tom was about to say something. Let him speak real quick.
Oh yeah.
So what got me heated 2 weeks ago is I would see price going bullish, right? So I would enter in. It was a
Yeah.
healthy, clean candle, and then
Very clean.
it would stop me out. And then I'd be like, okay, I'll go in with the same amount of risk. I'll be in profit, and then it'll take my stop loss again, man.
Oh,
It was like the
fuck.
market just knew. It was like, all right, he's in there.
Testing
Let's
your
get him.
gangster, bro. Testing your gangster.
Yeah, the market can really test you a lot. Like you
Yeah.
you start questioning yourself, like, what am I doing wrong? Like,
Yeah.
I
Your
used to
first
care.
attempt didn't work out. You're like, oh, okay, now the price action's better. You get it, and it goes, and you're like, all right, let me go. Yo, this is the first year where I've been doing a lot of this. Y'all ready? I get in the trade, and I'm like,
Yeah, me too. Me
yeah,
too.
let me watch this shit real quick.
Can't even take a shit.
Can't, bro. You know how many losses I took on the toilet seat? Bro, that used to be my secret strategy. Take the trade, get up, go shit.
Oh my god.
Watch my trade play out from the monitor. That's why I don't go live, nigga. I got a whole schedule. My bowels start to move by like 9:45, 10 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, I did my analysis in the computer. Let me go like
Oh
walk around.
boy.
And then my bowels start to move. I'm all right. I know what time this is. Let me go check and see the price movement in here. Now I'm sitting here like dropping 2 and 3 because I'm stressed out. You know?
I don't know how people be doing the setting and forgetting. I can't do that.
What's
Even
that?
Q was talking about he likes to sit and watch his trades. I'm like, I know a trader who recovering right now. Yeah. It's
You
been a
know,
lot of those, bro. Literally,
yeah.
you get in the trade like, all right.
Oh shit, man.
Let me hold this shit.
I was in the trade, I was running 2K. Like I was like, okay, this thing is gonna get to my TP. Let me keep holding, bro. Like I lost 1K. It
Yeah,
hit my
I
stop.
feel you. I feel you. It's been times, bro.
Hmm.
And the worst part, bro, is when like your significant other pulls up trying to show you some shit.
Oh fuck.
And my,
Yeah.
my left eye's in the trade and my right eye trying to be like, yeah, maybe, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that happens
Oh,
to me
you
a
paying
lot.
attention? You paying attention to me?
Yeah, you paying attention, man? Or trying to like boost somebody's morale up when you just took a mean L and you ain't even ready to talk about it yet.
Yeah, this dude complaining about 200 loss and you up here taking a 2K loss.
Thank God, bro. You okay? How's your day? The market clapped you? Let's talk about something else. Trying to get to the
Yo, she
open.
be trolling you like that?
Yeah, I train her to throw me because like she got to do my emotional checkup, you know. But it's not always. I'm not always ready to talk about it yet. So I'm like, hey, I'm about to go run errands real quick, or I'll be back. We'll talk about it. It's like okay, but she knows not to keep digging at it. Like clearly, I'm not ready to talk about it yet. You know, we'll talk about it later. Or sometimes you just gotta put on your best poker face because you're not even ready to open up and even discuss what happened. Is
Yeah.
you're kind of trained to take hits and process it on your own. Like you don't want to hear nobody tell you what you could have did better. You want that to be up to you to figure that part out.
Mm.
And sometimes it's annoying because you're processing a lot quietly, and then you got to deal with the outside world.
True.
Yeah, so there has to be somewhere where you go and kind of dump that. And usually it's the journal, right? It's the journal. You don't want no judgment. That's why like I honestly was creating this project Wendy AI just to give y'all like an opportunity to talk to like a non-judgmental system, a software that can kind of track your record. But even that sometimes you don't want to start posting your loss to something that's going to analyze you as if they're another human being. Like they don't understand you. Like sometimes a trader's best coping mechanism is just to give it some time and then process it day by day. Like some losses have taken me several days to just keep coming back to my thought and write
Yeah.
down what needs to happen better next time or what happened here or what are you picking up. Your losses will expose the best parts of you.
That's
And
true.
yeah, and sometimes it helps for you to understand your weak points
Mm.
or your days where it just keeps happening to the point where you're making peace with the fact that that day is not your day, and that's
Mhm.
fine. That's fine.
True.
Yeah. So I've made peace. Wednesdays have not been best for me because the chops, it starts out looking good, but it
Mhm.
always stops with the volume. And I'm sitting here
Yeah.
like, I was gonna call that trade. All of a sudden, price is not doing nothing no more. I don't like that. And I don't like inconsistent people. So I don't like when the market becomes inconsistent. It really like gets under my skin quick.
Yeah.
And so then these things start to like build up
Mm.
and building up for the best tilt that you thought you had under control after all these years. Cause now it's like so many different pinpoints
Mm.
are like building up for a perfect chaos. So like we have to be aware of these things, right? Know which days are not the best days for you because you notice like some things tend to happen. I do notice Thursdays, Fridays are better trades for me. Sunday, Mondays, better days for me. And some of the algos that me and my boy been working on, algo be taking fat L's on Wednesdays. So I'm like, and sometimes Tuesdays, but they always looks. We always take better trades on Sundays, Mondays, Fridays. So so sometimes you got to space out the days. Right?
Mm.
It's not you. It's not always just the market. It's just the days that you notice are not bringing you much edge when they're doing
True.
this stuff. Okay. And another thing is like if you notice the week is choppy, it's not you. Limit your attempts because
Mm.
to me, it's starting to be very evident that if it's a choppy week, the better week is next week. So I'm not even going to try and force that week at this point. I've tried
Yeah.
it, it didn't work. And then the next week, full of volume, full of better setups. I'm like, bro, and me, like, admittingly, I'm a trader where, like, if I believe in the setup, I'm going aggressive. Like, I'm gonna risk a little bit more. So imagine I
Mm.
don't have much of a if I'm taking 4, 5, 6, 7 attempts, we're going 10%, 10%.
I can't just go, bro.
Yeah, because I only I have I told y'all this. I have animal instincts. Like I've been an athlete. I have killer mentality. When I see some shit I like, I'm going for the kill. Like I'm a shark like that, right? So with my trading, I've I've basically taken years of my focus to know what setups it is when I'm ready to attack. I attack
Mm.
well and I eat well. I feast. But when the market conditions are not too good, oof, I'm taking hits.
Yeah, it's a
Because when
problem.
I'm certain about what I see, I'm going for it with aggressiveness, sometimes with moderate risk, sometimes with even like conservative risk too. But like it starts to get to a point sometimes where I'm like, damn, bro, the more losses I take, the more I'm inclined to take bad trades as well. So I have to like detach. So I had to
Yeah.
really make peace with that too. I'm like, damn, I gotta come clean with this one. All right. I don't suck at trading, but right now these conditions suck for me. So how do I attack the situation? How do I adapt? Okay, I notice I'm staying in because I didn't think price would just buy and retest London highs and sell off even more. Okay, that wasn't much of a condition that I was used to. I have to rewire my brain again, or maybe I'm doing too much adjusting. Maybe I should take, like for example, going forward in like February and March, if the
Mm.
markets are really choppy, I'm taking 3 weeks off. And that's something I've never done before as a trader. But if it's needing me to wait until the end of the month for that whole month, that bullshit ass price action for the month to go away, that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Mm.
Yeah. So all these adjustments are definitely making me a lot more confident about myself in the long run. I'm like, okay, this is new experience that I had to go through with losses, but at least I know like April started off very clean. I'm like, damn, shit, I could have waited 2 and 3 weeks if I had known April would have been this sweet. But
Yeah.
the losses that were taken, you start to be like, fuck, bro, I could have had this to trade with. But no, you didn't think you'd have to wait this long. But now you know, hey, waiting a few weeks until market setups are better is not too bad. And that's my mentality for May too. If I start to see May bullshit around, you're not gonna see me trade too much. I'm gonna trade setups that look clean. Attempts are gonna be very much limited, and we
Mm.
just gonna rock like that. I know this is not something that's gonna work for everybody. I know y'all need to trade every day. Most of y'all want to. Um, and here's another thing with me. I started noticing that much of my confidence for the day, my purpose meter, um, my dopamine reward center was based, everything was based around my trading performance for the day. So it really kind of messed up my mood in a way. Like, I'm like, bro, what's, sometimes I even try to read and I'm like, man, who am I kidding, bro? I'm not even trying to do that. Who am I trying to like pretend like I really wanted to read? Like what I really wanted was my gains for the day. What I really wanted was for the setup to play in my favor. And I'm like, fuck, how do I navigate around that? So I had to detach. So my schedule going forward now too, like on Wednesdays, if I wake up, I see market's not good. All right, we going for a run. Okay, we're gonna go do something else. Let's go cook and meal prep. Let's work out.
Yeah.
Let's read. Let's go start without even dealing with the madness and save ourselves from like ruining the mood of our day. Let's go do something else. An activity that brings a better reward and of productivity. That's something I'm gonna do moving forward. So, because I looking at my past stats, I'm like, man, let's never forget what I'm capable of doing. But if some days are asking us to just slow down, take less attempts, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So I know this was very, very, very valuable for many of you guys who are on this call because we're
Mm.
not bad traders, but we have to basically pinpoint what it is that we're gonna have to do. Like, what is that exact thing, or what are some of those things we need to pivot and adjust to remain consistent and profitable? All
Yeah.
right. These are the things a lot of traders won't tell you, but I'm gonna be the trader that tells you today. All right. If you guys found this webinar very, very, very proficient and valuable, drop some sevens on the chat.
Yes, sir.
Hans, I see you didn't go back to Florida yet.
I know, right? You see the background. Yeah. Oh, there's one more trip we might have to do with the whole graduation thing, but by Thursday night, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because I already spoke to the wife, and yeah, we would love to stop by and see if it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So to recap, FOMCs are much better traded on Thursdays and Fridays because price comes in to retest the previous day's low most times, especially if rates remain unchanged. Much better of an opportunity to take buys once price comes back to retest, and it is totally okay to not over trade in the beginning of the week when we see chops because the setups do show up later on into the week. Secondly, when trading during the week, Mondays, pretty good days to trade most times. But if in the middle of the week we see chops, Thursday, Friday is usually the better day to trade, but just make sure you're exiting once price takes out the previous day highs. And sometimes you can also take a counter trade sell once price takes out Thursday's highs, right? That's for gold. Third, limit your attempts to close out the month. And when we're trading in this Trump market, we notice that a lot of things are pushed off of volume and what's the positive outlook? The market is pricing in a lot of like future positive, yeah, I'll just say positive outlook. But the better times to trade and swing are April, after we see a very deep correction out of February and March. Okay. So these are some of the things that we have to just remember. Besides knowing how to trade technicals, besides trying to figure out if it's really fundamentals we have to brush up on, sometimes it's just about knowing when to be out of the market, what days to skip, how many attempts to take, and what week to anticipate if the current week is choppy. We just know that, oh, choppy Wednesday, huh? All right, we're gonna give it one attempt on Thursday, Friday. And if that ain't it, we're gonna close out because we know the next week gonna have way better price action. And that's it. We just move on. We're confident about what we just said. And if we go dipping, we're just not gonna risk as much. So we have more capital, more confidence to reserve for the next week. All right. Now, as far as technicals, we see that gold is bearish. Even if we do come back to retest a high, it'll still be an opportunity for sales, but I don't think this sell is going to last too long. But we'll see if price does break below 4,500. If not, we might be seeing a retracement towards the low just to make a higher low, depending on how the week is going. All right. The way this price action is looking to me, I don't look too bearish. We really might be respecting this demand one more time throughout the week, and we could see potential buys, or we might see continuation sells towards 4,400. We have plenty times out the week to know. All right. So that's it for me. Let's have a great week. I think I spoke on US 30 as well. US 30 looks like it's going to be heading down to retest demand. Now I'm going to need New York to retest London lows to know if this is going to be the area that they respect. This was Thursday. They might really just trade this range, or we might even see price come down one more time in here. Only the days will tell us moving forward. All right, we don't have much confirmation yet, but we will throughout the week. Bianca, congratulations. Y'all got to give me the secret. I was trolling your guy throughout the week last week. I'm like, I thought that was a throwback picture.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good God.
Thank you.
Like, they can't breathe around you.
Listen,
This our last one.
this is the last one, man. I'm telling you. This one had me take a break off everything. I'm telling you.
I'm like, damn, I ain't seen you in a minute.
Mhm.
Man, congratulations, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. You next.
Hey, if I follow y'all program, I just might. Yo, tell my man to slow down. All these profits and every time a TP hit, I gotta pray for you. I not see how he celebrates.
You see? Well, I'm trying to tell you. Listen.
Crazy, man, crazy. But it's good to see y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your evening.
You too.
I'll talk to you guys throughout the week on the Discord.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, have a good night.